Bravo, let's get him out of here.
We pray at night for the helpless, hoping you get us through breakfast. Wishing somebody come save us. Black lightning's back, come to shock the haters.
And welcome back, Black Lightning, episode 5.
I'm starting to really understand that every time Tobias says the word Negroes, that's DC's way of saying, look, we can't say nigga. So have Tobias say Negroes.
Listen, I don't know.
It has been 4 episodes straight. He has been like, man, y'all Negroes get on my last.
This is episode 5. This is 5 episodes straight. He's been on
this is 5 episodes straight.
Listen, folks. So me and D came back from we saw Black Panther a couple days ago, right? And we were joking with Black Panther on how Feige literally, it felt like Feige let Coogler do whatever, but there was a part where it's like Killmonger was like, he didn't say he was going to kill white people, but he was basically saying he's going to kill white people. And I'm like, wow. And then you got fucking Black Lightning, and he's saying Negro, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Berlanti is sitting back like, okay, nobody's freaking out. They just said Negro. We're good.
Negro. See, black people don't think nothing about it, but to us white people, that's edgy.
Hey, don't get me wrong. First episode, I was like, you can say Negro on TV? Didn't know.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you, dude. As black, Negro is black in Spanish, dude. You can say Negro. I think, but you know what?
It's the context of what he said. That's what threw me off.
Oh yeah, and I think that's what it is. I think it is because it's not technically a cuss word, man, or anything like that, or a foul word. You can't get away with it. It just feels like, but it does feel like they really want to say nigga. They really can't. They really do. Speaking of which, shout out to the music this week. I think it was better than last week. and then the Black Lightning song comes on. It's like, ugh, yeah. I really don't like that Black Lightning thing.
Hey,
I really don't.
There is one thing I realized watching this episode. T.C. Carson is old as fuck.
Okay, now who was T.C. Carson in this episode?
He was Tobias's dad.
Kratos.
We call him Kratos. He will always be Kratos. Cal and Kratos. That's the only two.
Wait a minute. That was T.C. Carson.
It was.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and show my wife.
Eldridge.
Angie was falling asleep watching that. She was falling asleep watching that episode. I'm gonna have to go back and she's gonna say, "What happened to God? What happened to God? What was the name of Kyle? What happened to Kyle?"
Yo, listen. So T.C. Carson plays Eldridge. God damn it.
You accidentally called him Kratos, and you called him Kyle.
Listen. If we ever saw T.C. Carson on the street, I'm like, Kratos! Oh, man, awesome.
Hey, one more thing, man. If I yell out, I want to do this just to be funny. I'm going to step back a little bit, and I'm going to yell out Kratos. I don't want you to yell out Ares back at me. Can you do that for me?
Sure, why not?
Ares! Anyway,
yeah. I should call him Ra's al Ghul because he was Ra's al Ghul in those Justice League cartoon movies.
He was?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't. Okay, whatever.
He changed his voice up so it's not as noticeable. Like, oh, it's Kratos. I didn't even fucking pick up on it until I rewatched Justice League versus Teen Titans, and I'm like, oh shit, he was Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, I didn't see. Here's the funny thing. I seen Justice League versus Teen Titans, but I don't remember nothing about it. Those last two DC animated movies I did not see. I mean, I seen, but I was like, I don't remember much about it. I didn't study them, put it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also, I should call him Big Tony from Saints Row 4 because he was fucking hilarious in that movie too, in that game too.
Right. Anyway, he's just as, and this one he's an abusive father.
Yeah, it's funny. We joke. Tobias really has become the butt of jokes throughout these episodes between Jill Scott's Lady Eve saying to muster up some fucking
black lore, African lore of what we used to do to albinos. I don't know how true that is, but that sounds
and stuff like it's like wow.
But then again, that sounds like some shit niggas did back in the day, man. Cut them open, see if he got powers. Why this nigga so white?
Yeah, it's like you say albino magic, and then TC Carson playing Eldridge, their dad being abusive, like, son, you ain't gonna be shit, you albino, and I'm like, god damn, like
I was really ready for I really was waiting for that dude just to go all the way in, but like, yo, like he said, I gotta help. No, he said, I gotta feed and clothe your white ass. I was like, you can't play sports. You can't play sports. Give me this.
Oh man, Eldridge was
you gotta
like,
think about it. You gotta think about it though. You gotta think about it. On real talk, Tobias, you proved your daddy wrong, and that's what the important part was.
It really is. It's like you're proving it wrong. You're strong.
That nigga didn't know nothing about you.
Oh man, so I'll start off with the Tobias stuff. So, Tobias' sister, she's basically seeing his brother is kind of in a rut and stuff. Keisha. And she was like, hey, I know you kind of like trying to figure out this Black Lightning shit, but I know how I can get you out your rut. I found her dad. And their
Here's the thing. You think that would have been taken care of like 10 years ago?
Nah, apparently he just disappeared off the face of the earth, but he's in Freeland, apparently. Apparently he's just in Freeland chilling.
You know what I say? That's only in a comic book.
Yeah.
Only in a comic book that crap happens, man.
So
he's been living in the city all his life. Haven't left. Still on the same block.
So, like, Tobias confronts him and stuff, and he's all like, yeah, you berated me because of, my albinoism and stuff. And then Eldridge's like, well, son, I know I did it, but, I clothed you and I fed you and your sister, when your mama left us. And Tobias like,
yeah, that's right. Your mama left us. And he tried to really layer that down that his mama was the one that was wrong. And then Tobias was like, you know what? You right, Pops. You did take care of us. And that's what he asked for.
And I already knew it was coming. I was like, he gonna bear hug the shit out of him.
I was like, yo, he about to go Andre the Giant on this nigga right now, man.
And he did, because he bear hugged him and left him on the ground and basically left him to die, essentially. So it's like, oh, well, there you go.
Man. And like, I gotta be honest with you, man. At that point, he was on the ground as Kratos started to die.
And that's the crazy part. It was like a Kratos death, just a slow death. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave you here to die. Have fun. Fucking next episode, Eldridge comes back all fucking chalked up like Tobias.
God, man, that would be awesome, man. Be like this. You know what happened, man? He went down to hit. Oh God, who's the Satan equivalent? Down in the DC universe.
Fucking
God, I want to know.
Dude, I was about to say Ares so quick. I really was.
Actually, you know what? It might be Ares. I remember
in Xena, Ares was literally in hell.
Did he kill you?
I know, right? He just comes up there, got the fucking Blaze of Chaos. I'm like, so TC, did you just talk to the writers and tell them to put you back in because of that? Is that what's happening?
Oh man, he becomes an agent for Ares in the DC world. And here's my problem. Like, okay, cool. I'm cool with this Black Lightning, but this is just D Sharp for Three Black Geeks. When did Black Lightning ever fight Ares?
Not the point. It looks cool, all right.
Like, don't look. Like, no. Here's Berlanti. I swear to God, do you want this crossover with Constantine or not? I do. Then shut the fuck up.
We want the Constantine fans to jizz all over the pants seeing Constantine again.
Speaking of which, my wife did, because we was watching Legends that night. Last week's Legends too, man. And I forgot how much she loves Constantine. I think everybody just likes the character of Constantine.
Listen, I mean, that dude, he loves the character. He's like Robert Downey Jr. Like, he embraces that character, loves him. Clearly, it's like, hey, look, CW's ran out of room in terms of putting heroes, and there's a reason why, like, the Flash is on hiatus and all that stuff. And
actually, I think the reason why it's on hiatus right now, because Arrow is too, is because just no bullcrap. The Olympics is on right now, and I think they're like, no, we want every bit of those yeah, we need all that right now, because we don't know when Shaun White's going to show up on screen, and all you teenage girls leave us.
That's why Black Lightning is going on a 1 week hiatus and coming back. So it's like, hey, we'll give
a week. And it was kind of funny. I talked to Prime today. He said that CW's adding another night, which they're adding a Sunday night. And I said it jokingly because I don't really mean this, but I was like, so that means there's going to be 2 teenage shows. There's going to be one oddly really adult show, and like, don't shoot the messenger here. Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
Hey, look, I've been
You
waiting
know,
for a
Prom
movie,
was like,
but you know they're gonna add that shit.
Yo, if DC came out next, look, if we go to Comic-Con this year, and DC announced anything Booster Gold related, dude, all the hall, all that whole hall would be full of jizz. Do you understand? Do you understand? There are so many geeks waiting on Booster Gold or Blue Beetle to have anything.
It's not enough that Arrow dick teased us with Blue Beetle with Cord Industries and shit. So it's like,
dude, I think that's going somewhere. I still think that's going to go somewhere eventually, man.
We will see, man.
We will see. We will see. I'm not guaranteeing that neither, but I think that's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Bad enough we got to hear. Oh man, we got to hear Coast. I heard Coast City. I was like, stop it.
Stop it. Because you know what happened out of that, right? Everybody's like, Diggle could be Green Lantern. I'm like, hey guys, stop.
Boy,
please stop.
I hate that. I hate that so much, man. But anyway,
also, CW doesn't have the budget for a Green Lantern. They barely have a budget for fucking damn Captain Atom and shit. Nah, we're good on the Atom. Come on, chill.
Dude, look. We barely got. Look, they gotta listen. You know, somebody sitting down there like, please tell me that Citizen Steel doesn't turn steel this week. He does. God damn it.
Look,
wow,
that's
$40,000 every time we do it.
Dude, they went wild on their budget with Firestorm, and I appreciate that. They're gone now, so it's like, oh shit.
Oh, they're relaxed right now. Like, oh god, where's all our CGA dedicated to? Oh man, I forgot Damien Dark's in this thing. Oh fuck.
God damn it. We need strings. Plenty of strings.
No, we need strings, pulleys, everything. Anyway.
So back to the show. So after that whole Tobias saga, Tobias finally got that renewed spirit in him because I killed my dad. Side note though, he visits his Gambi and we get a couple of pieces of information. So I was starting to freak out because I was like, oh shit, he gonna fucking beat the shit out of Gambi to see if he's helping out Black Lightning. Well,
man,
we found out Gambi works for the ASA, to which I was laughing. I was like, so this is this world's version of Argus. Gotcha.
Look, dude, I still think Argus exists. Look, I am waiting because I know CW wants to pull that trigger of everything being connected. I don't think this is a different Earth.
Okay, we'll see.
I mean, and you know what's funny? But we still haven't got no evidence that it isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the same Earth, so I'm just saying.
ASA, actually, I looked it up. It's actually a real thing in DC. It's called the American Security Agency.
Yeah, the security, yeah.
And apparently they just had this basically a team of super agents called the Force of July. Never heard of it, and I was like, all right, let me look up this up, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. So apparently Gambi worked for them, and as predicted, when I knew, especially after he choked out Lala, apparently Tobias got injected with some sort of serum that gives him super strength and slows his aging down. So
there's a... Well, you know what? Here's the funny thing. This is what happens when you miss one. This is when you not looking.
Yeah.
You know what? They're going to explain this. They're going to explain it. So they just did it. Like, neither of them had this aging drug. Who knew, man? I just still find it funny that you mean to tell me that y'all been in the same city and you just now knowing that Tobias runs the 100. That seems weird to me.
No, Gambi knew, but he was just deleting.
Gambi knew. Now, I'm not talking about Gambi. I'm talking about freaking Jefferson. I thought he would have known that, but whatever.
Jefferson was trying to reach these kids, D. Come on.
I'm about to say, man, like, nah, man. Right now, it's the black community trying to help them out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Gambi? Kinda.
Yo, but I like how Tobias, like, now clearly there must be something going on between them because Tobias knows about him working with the ASA, but then he's like, I can kill you, but it'd be too much hassle. So no, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to hang back.
And apparently, if word gets back to Lady Eve that he visited him, that's not a good thing. Here's the funny thing. You think Tobias would probably already know, like, you working for Lightning, ain't you?
Nah, apparently Gambi's Gambi's poker face is pristine because Tobias is like, all right, I guess you're not working with them because that would probably hurt you, so I guess not.
Man, I was already thinking, I felt like, when I seen him walk in there, I felt like Terry Crews at White Chicks, the deception.
Deceit. Get away, Jigaboo. Get away.
Right there. He said, but Jefferson, I'm trying, Negro, please.
So meanwhile, Anissa managed to track down Huggy Lowdown. Yes, I'm calling him Huggy Lowdown because that's who she got it from.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Man, come to find out, I saw it. I was like, look, he's still alive. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I really didn't think he
died.
passed.
No bullshit. I really did.
I didn't think he passed. I just didn't see him for like, wow, a couple of years. Come to find out, Jefferson's dad, has been, well, anytime you hear Tuskegee black people, you know it's going to be some fuckery about. That's all I got to say.
So apparently, Jefferson's dad, Anissa's grandfather, he wrote for the paper and he knew some shit, which kind of led to him getting killed. So Anissa goes to, she's getting her Veronica Mars on because that's what it felt like. Her little arc was on some Veronica Mars investigation kind of shit. And
he hit me with that one. I hate how you can tell he's a scared old black man. Where he's like, now, don't come back here. Like,
with the intense.
You know what I mean? Don't you bring trouble around me now.
Well, you gotta also shake your
I've been
head.
a good nigga. I've been a good nigga for years.
You gotta shake your head as you're saying it too.
You have to. You can't look the person in the face. You have to look down at the floor when you say so.
Yeah, and also too, what really set the scene is it goes from them remembering good times about the grandfather, and then she pops that question. He got silent. I'm like, and that's when Huggy Lowdown shuts down and can't give you shit. So yeah, that was.
He got quiet real quick on her, man. It's like, I think we done with this meeting, nigga. I just sat down.
Oh man, I don't got nothing.
Look at the time. Look like the early afternoon special down at the diner. It's 4, like down at the diner. It's only 10 o'clock. I see it's early. Get out of the way.
But
oh man. So apparently, whatever he was dealing with scared the crap out of him. But like I said, that's just so easy with black people. Just put in anything with slavery, Tuskegee experiments, and Jim Crow. All of a sudden, we're like, go on.
Go on, please.
Please, tell us what horrific thing just went down with this.
So, Anissa goes to Jefferson to get kind of some information on his dad, and I feel Jefferson knows some shit that could have led, because at first he was about to really say some real shit, and he was like, your grandfather was a very nice gentleman. He was a very nice guy. What we're about to get is a hell of an origin. That's what we're about to get. Because I think if you go down when she goes down that rabbit hole, you're going to end up finding out, wait a minute, Dad? You know what I mean? Now, I felt like an asshole on this. So Anissa, meanwhile, she's trying to step her game up and get a costume going and stuff. She's getting her tie bow on and stuff in the room, which I was laughing at because I'm like, you really think? I mean,
I did laugh when she ripped her pants. I'm like, yo, what did you do?
But then she was like, oh man, too much booty. And my first thought was, what booty?
No, Chris, and don't retract that because I said the same thing.
I was like, what booty?
Baby girl,
you're in athletic shape here.
Cute.
Don't get me
wrong. You are very cute. You are very cute. But I mean, look at me. What ass? There is nothing down there.
She has an athletic ass, but it ain't nothing that's out
there.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's about it.
That's what I'm saying, girl. You built like a basketball player. Oh my God, all this donk I got. Where?
That just looked like a cat suit that was too small on you, and it just ripped because you tried to do a high kick. That's about it.
That's what it really looked like. That thing was too small anyway, and you try to force it on. But anyway,
so
whatever.
Anissa ends up shopping at Hot Topic and stuff, and and Forever 21. Hot Topic and Forever 21 for a new costume.
That was a weird in between. That was a weird in between story in the middle of Freeland.
Hot Topic / Forever 21 / whatever, like young adult show.
Look, whatever you say. Apparently they sell capes there too. So
apparently, and then Anissa, after she finally gets her quote unquote costume, I'm like, yo, you just look like black fucking Dazzler. All right, fine.
I ain't even Dazzler. She reminded me of like No, actually, and see, this is the reason why I wish I was on Twitter at the time. I would have said, you know what? I always wanted to see Stargirl if a black girl made her up.
Oh man, hold up. Are you talking about Stargirl that has the staff? It has the robot sidekick as
Yeah,
her dad.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If I always wanted to see that version of Stargirl, if a black girl dressed her up, yo. The best part about it is when she went to her granddad's storage facility, which makes me laugh. Like, so he just kept it in a.
It's like, first off, who kept up the payments? That's all I want to know.
Oh, thank you, man. That thing should have got busted years ago, man.
Pawn Star.
I don't know how
it up.
You know what I'm saying? All right, we got here. Oh, a bunch of old papers. Apparently, something Tuskegee experiment. Anybody want this? Oh no. Oh, all right, whatever.
I mean, you just said something Tuskegee experiment something.
Dude, that actually reminds me of one of the. It's one of the later episodes. I think it's either season 9 or season 10 of Aquitaine Hunger Force, where Carl actually bought a storage unit and own storage unit. He opens up, and it was like an elf land in there, and he basically ripped all the resources out from the elf people. It is a hilarious episode, man. But anyway, I don't know. I just had to bring that up because I know somebody here just probably like, dude, that episode was hilarious.
So like, she goes in there and she's on that. Oh my god! And we don't know
that.
Yeah,
I love that. It was like 2 dead rats on there, and she said what I said because I would do the same thing because I'm from the hood, but I hate nieces. I really do. So I would have been like, all right, D, how much do you weigh? 260 pounds, D. Why are you scared of mice? Because get over it, nigga. And I like her.
Like, I got powers. Why
am
I freaking out?
Got powers now. Why are you how hilarious would that be? We're watching an episode of it was like Batman versus Superman. And not Batman, Batman Superman Apocalypse. And when they were in the sewer, Superman saw a mouse and freaks out. That would be hilarious. Look, here's Batman. You gotta get used to it. Oh my god, a spider! Get it!
It's like, get it away! Get it away!
Get it away! Get it away! Show it justice! Get it away!
So, meanwhile, Jennifer, she has a little subplot here. So, Jennifer, apparently, her superpowers kind of kicked in a little bit because she had typical girl issues in high school. Might as well call it high school drama. 2 girls are like, bitch, you don't look that pretty. And I'm like, well, I already know what's going to happen here.
No. See, it was fine until they had to go on her boyfriend being like, being all Drake off of Degrassi. When you go that far. Yeah. Apparently, you're like, what? So what's her super? This is why I wish I was on Black Twitter again, because I would have said this. Her superpower, them hands.
Yo, she gave the 2-piece special to the 2 chicks. I mean, she broke one of the chicks' fucking damn arm.
Who knew? Who knew her superpower is CQC? I didn't know.
well, here's the thing. Jumping ahead, her daddy taught her, Jefferson taught her self-defense, so both her daughters self-defense, because we saw Anissa fucking, knee homeboy in the fucking knee, in the balls and shit in front of the school and stuff, so we already know they got hands. But I like how Jefferson, when Jennifer told him, yeah, it was 2 chicks I fought, Jefferson's like, 2 chicks, huh? Awesome.
Hey, look,
total dad moment. I love that.
You want to know the truth? And it was so funny, man, because I know me and Angie would be like, I can't believe this. Second their parents leave. So how many girls jumped you? There were 2 of them. And you broke that girl's arm. Yeah. Shit. Look, you punished, but look, you just can't leave the house. Just don't leave the house. Just don't leave the house. All right? Act like I'm punishing you. Because I know Angie would have been like that. I would have been the same way. But I love Jefferson's face. 2 of them.
Yo, but I like how Lynn came back in the room like, hey, Jefferson, what the fuck, man? Like, come on. We're not going to ease up on her, right? We're not doing this.
What are you doing, Jeff? Hey, baby. She took out 2 girls. And see, that's the only thing I don't like about that. To me, that's unbelievable. Because if my sister got jumped by 2 girls and she won, my mom would have been all like, well, listen, just don't. 2 of them? Well, look, just stay away from them, okay?
But I'm like, but what had me rolling though is how the chick's parent, mom and aunt rolled up in the house.
I really thought it was, look, I was like, when I saw both of them walk, here's me. You know what? Look, DC, I understand you have to one up. It's like this. I understand that y'all got to one up Marvel every time, and I'm cool with that. But does everybody in this thing got to be a lesbian? Oh, that's her aunt. Okay, cool.
I don't know, man.
Cool.
See, I knew it was her aunt because she had the aunt
actually,
stance.
She did have the aunt stance. Real talk, and I mean this. I praise this on both sides. After watching Black Panther and looking at Lightning the last couple weeks, I am proud of the roles that Black women have been really portraying in both of them. To be really honest with you, now I only feel some type of way when it comes to Black men, but it's only a representation of what's going on in real life. Yeah. Black Lightning does that very well. Black Panther, I'm actually shocked at the lack of Black men in Black Panther, to be honest with you.
I don't know, we got Black men, but it was just hey, look, some of these Black men ain't shit.
I understood that. But it was like, I was shocked at the lack of it. And I know T'Challa's royal guard is nothing but chicks. That's awesome. That's all. Because if I was like that, I would have the same thing. I got Amazons, nigga, recognize. I would do the same thing. But I'm just saying, as a Black man, I really do. And as a Black man that actually that loves Black women, I love seeing that. I think it's kind of really amazing how you can tell that that's kind of shifted. And not to say McDuffie had it wrong or nothing, but McDuffie had Black women that were the center of they were there. They had strong characters in the Milestone comics, but there were way more men. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that being also said, it's a different time, and you can tell that times is changing. And also, just real talk, I blame Bill Clinton, man, for locking us all up.
I know, right? Love you, Clinton. You can play the hell out of a sax, but goddamn.
Look at this. I blame Bill Clinton. I blame Bush for not changing the rule, and I blame Obama. Why? You made these ladies feel too good and overshadow all the niggas.
It's like...
Yeah, I really do, and I really mean that. Sincerely, I really do. It's amazing.
I just loved how Lynn because Jefferson was about ready to real talk, your daughter's a piece of shit. And then Lynn was like, oh, let's go in the living room and talk, please.
No, Jefferson, whoa. Your daughter's lying, nigga.
First off, your daughter ain't shit, all right? Come on.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you approach a Black man that has self-control. That's exactly what happened. Speaking of self-control, apparently Jefferson has the Goku disease where his heart is giving out on him.
Okay. I was about to say that a little bit too, but yeah, you're right.
It's a good segue. But yeah, for some reason, Jefferson, and what was it? He had pretty much a heart attack, right?
Yeah, he had a migraines, and it led to basically his body just shut down and stuff, and restarted and stuff. And it had something to do with the suit, because the suit's drawing a lot of power out of him and stuff. Because now he knows how to fly.
Yeah, That's what happens when you're Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say that when he started flying. Here's me. I'm gonna hate myself not for doing this.
But you know what? I had to think back to it. I was like, well, he could fly in the comics. I completely forgot about that.
He could.
Yeah.
I remember there's another version of Black Lightning where he's not he has what I call static shock powers.
But he just gets a fucking random sewer drain thing and just flies with it.
Oh God! Why do Black people always gotta have electricity anyway?
Hold on. Let me just real quick on that. I had to look back at DC stuff, right? So you take Steel, you take Steel and Natasha Irons out the equation, right? So you got Black Lightning, his daughters, right?
That's three of them.
Then you got this other dude that's might as well count Bumblebee as part of the lightning thing because she has lightning stingers.
No, we can't. No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't give that Bumblebee.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't do it. Wait a minute. What does Rocket do? She ain't got no electric powers. I don't think she did.
It's like force field type powers and stuff, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So she don't count. She got what I call Bishop powers. I still don't know exactly what powers Bishop got.
I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm literally
all I know is mutant.
I'm looking at Rocket like fucking Tracy Morgan and fucking James Silent Bob. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck you do. but I like you.
I don't know. You got a good design. I'm so sad that DC's only going to use you once in Young Justice and never after that. Yo, man.
So there's another kid. There's another kid.
Static Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already said Static Shock.
There's another kid. There's another kid in DC that has a lightning genie. I'm not even shitting you on that one. Lightning genie. You got actual lightning. Yeah. I already said his daughters. I already said his daughters. My bad. I already said his daughters. Fuck. Who is it?
I don't know. There's a few of them.
Fucking Thunderfall. But Thunderfall from that fucking damn that Batwing series. I'm like, it's another black dude that has lightning powers. Interesting.
Dude, that does float into Marvel too. And if you want to really be honest with you, that kind of is a DC property. Black Vulcan off the old Justice Friends cartoon.
Yeah.
Justice League and Friends. Wait a minute, what was it called? Justice League and Friends, or was this?
No, it was just Super Friends.
Super Friends. I don't know why I said Justice. Super Friends. Yeah, Black Vulcan. Yeah, so you have that.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's weird how they always because I remember when we was watching Logan and we saw the little black kid have electricity, and it didn't even hit me at the time. But I forgot which one of our friends said, "Of course he has lightning."
I think that was me because I was like, well, of course, because they had to put Storm, but not Storm. It's like, is that Storm's kid? I don't know. He's fat. I can't tell. I don't know.
Oh, God, man. Anyway, but yeah, they always give us lightning powers. But yeah,
he could fly, so I was like, all right, dope. But yeah, like you say, he has the Goku disease and stuff. He's like, Yo, he literally powered down.
He dropped twice.
Yo, he powered down while he was talking to Gambi. It was like he midway just done.
You hear the? I was like, man, see, this is what happens, man. You gotta get. Yes, you gotta. I think you got to put a new battery on that junk. You have to, because when you put a battery on your phone, it drains certain batteries. When you use it too much, it drains the phone's battery. So you need to get a new one.
And also, Jefferson gets his Batman on because he's talking to Inspector Henderson like he's Batman, but he's behind the shrubs with the voice.
The only thing I didn't like about that scene was apparently Black Lightning left. And we didn't see him leave, but Henderson knew he was gone. That bugged me.
I was waiting for him to say, I hate when he does that.
He's like, apparently you do that too. Here's me. Like, how do you know he's gone? Maybe he just stopped talking to you. That bugged me. That just bugged me, man. It was T'Challa's voice in that scene of Black Panther all over again. Like, why are you talking like that?
Just talking to himself. I'm pretty sure Jefferson was still behind the shrubs listening in, like, why is he still talking to himself? What is he doing?
This motherfucker all left. This nigga all left.
Yeah, but
that still kills me in Dark Knight. Like, so that's how it feels. Why are you still talking like that, man? Nobody can hear.
I'm surprised Alfred didn't come on there. Hey, sir, you don't have to talk like that anymore. Just saying.
Sir, I believe Miss Kyle is gone. You don't have to talk like that anymore.
So he gives Jefferson the phone, and Jefferson's like, really, a phone? He's like, I'm old school. I'm like, of course. That's all right. Cool.
Cool. That's the first thing that came out my mouth. Cool.
So, they're doing an investigation and stuff into Tobias and stuff, and that's when Jefferson was talking to Gambi. And he was like, oh, Tobias, you knew and stuff. And Gambi tries to pull the old, I didn't know. And Jefferson's like, yo, cut the bullshit, all right? Like, seriously, come on.
Jefferson, listen to me. Your black man rage.
You have unbridled Negro rage.
It wasn't so much Tobias. It was his second-hand man.
Yeah.
That apparently was still in... It's convenient, man. Everybody still leaves them Freeland and nobody knows.
The doctor that quote-unquote pronounced Black Lightning dead was still kicking around Freeland. I'm like, you would figure he would have dipped out of town.
That nigga was like, where you go? Like, you that would have been a great time, DC. That would be Berlanti. That would have been a great time. Like, wait a minute, where's that doctor at? He went to Gotham City. That would have been a great time for you to do that.
No. A Berlanti trick with, he went to Central City. Fuck.
Yeah, guys, Berlanti. It would just be Central City and Star City. Because I gotta be real with you. Why I'm going to drop the name Gotham on Black Lightning and not Arrow? Here's me. White boy got a point, man.
Yeah,
he got a point. He got a point. I don't do. He's like, hey, higher ratings.
Yeah, so
Higher ratings, dog. That's all that was, man.
so apparently
Business decision.
so Jefferson goes to the factory and stuff, and apparently he fights a MAGA dude with a shotgun, because of course he does.
I like how he was like, dude was brave to have a gun pointed at a Negro with electricity around him. It's very brave.
But the fact
Speaking of which, we missed this part in the beginning of the episode where Jefferson straights up taser the kid. He tells the cops, next time try a taser. Here's me. The nigga got a point. Try a taser next time.
Because apparently it's like...
But then again, that kid was on green light, and the way he was acting like your boy. I'm gonna get you, bitch. He got tased.
Listen,
yo, that nigga was a superhero, man.
Really?
He took the taser, looked at the taser, had enough time to turn to the girl. I'm gonna get you, bitch.
That's a real nigga right there, dog.
That dude's real, man. I don't want to know what drugs he was on, but son. He could fight Superman and win. That's all I know.
I'm sorry, that's haunting my dreams. If I'm somebody attacking me and the police taser me, it's like, I want to get you, bitch. That will haunt my dreams forever.
Boy, I can imagine you go home, your wife is right there. Chris, what's wrong? I tasered this motherfucker right in the eyeball, and he act like nothing happened. I don't think I can keep this job.
I had to quit. But Chris, you only been on the job for 2 years. Come quit.
You like this. But your promotion, fuck it. What's the point? I go like my dad, he's a manager at Home Depot. He give me the job tomorrow.
It's cool. Yo,
it's cool. I got a backup plan, baby. I thought about this on the ride home.
Because real talk, though, green light is essentially giving every black person unbridled Negro rage, essentially. Anyways.
Yeah, man. Who knew that? Who knew this is what I think all Jeff Sessions think. If black people smoke marijuana, this is what happens. We keep the goofy grass away from them, they will have the powers of green light.
Yo, real talk, I didn't think about it like that, because that is kind of how officers be like, he was resisting arrest.
Yo, actually, I got to be very real. And I know they didn't shoot nobody, because you won't do that on a show like this.
Hey, real
but
talk, though, if they did do it, it's like
one time.
Cold.
There's got to be at least one time where Jefferson's not there and some kid is on green light. And I say kid, I'm talking about 21 on down, age 21 on down, that does green light and gets shot by the police, and it'd be like a tragedy. They have to do that.
Oh, hell
they
yeah.
have to, in my opinion. But whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, they have to and stuff, but like...
You have to approach that type of storytelling eventually.
He fights fucking MAGA and stuff. That dude,
MAGA.
I'm calling him MAGA because that dude was bold. Like, if I shoot you, Black Lightning, on this property and stuff, it'd be basically self-defense. I'm like, God damn, that's bold as fuck.
Oh man, because white people love using the law against black people.
I mean,
deep right. Look, hey, right as a black lightning. That was deep right there. That's what they do to us.
But I'm at the shop.
I know the law. The law is I can kill a Negro.
Yo, I was waiting for him to say that too, but I was like, Jefferson was like, nah, I'm just gonna shock you and get this over with. Nope, not today. Right. So,
man, he changed the tune real quick to like, all right, cool. Check this out. What do you say? He got the drug from what? What was the name of the guy? It's something very, very slammed together. It's a slammed together name like Johnny Two Stepped or some shit like that. I forgot his name.
Yeah. So Jefferson confronts the homeboy at the end, and at this point, Gamby's telling him, "Hey, I figured out why you were having those headaches and stuff. I gotta adjust something on the suit." And Jefferson's like, "No, I gotta get this guy tonight because this is the only time." And Gamby's like, "Look, we can get the guy another day. Your health and all that stuff is paramount. Why don't you just wait one more day and you get the suit tomorrow?" And Jefferson's like, "No, not doing this." And
one more day.
Yeah. So Jefferson confronts homeboy, and that's when he's getting them migraines and stuff, and homeboy's kicking the shit out of Black Lightning, and dude's like, "Wow, I can't believe I'm just beating the shit out of you. This is amazing."
Man, but it was when he tried to shock him, he couldn't do it, man. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
And the episode ends with Jefferson basically passed out on the ground.
And so Black Lightning is going to wake up with either Gamby hanging above him, or if they're smart, and they're not, trust me, because they're bad guys, Tobias and them will
Yeah.
be above him.
Who's under the mask, and then all of a sudden Jefferson powers kick in and he shocks everybody and stuff.
Fine. You can just imagine Tobias right there, like, finally. So you mean to tell me all I had to do was wait for your ass to get old, and you just fall in my lap? Good. Hey, yo, Jill Scott, cut. My bad. I meant to say Miss Eve.
sorry. Got a little excited.
My bad. Let's do that over again. Sorry, Miss Scott. I love you.
Respect.
Respect down. Yeah. So I think the next episode. Oh well, we're gonna have a week off.
Yes, a week off. It's just taking a break for the week and stuff. And the next episode is basically what previews it is showing and stuff. It looks like Anissa is starting to use her powers a little bit, and Jefferson is still hunting down Tobias, to which I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure the ending is, like you said, probably leaning towards Gamby finding him and dragging him back to the, shop, probably, and stuff. So, it's, like I said, they got a week off, everybody can, relax and stuff. So, watch it.
I like I said, I think they really will be taking, like I said, I really think it's more for what's the name for the Olympics, man. It's just like a ratings thing. You don't want your ratings to dip. Yeah, you don't want your ratings to dip, because usually I remember usually it's always like Fox or somebody's going to be the punching bag for the Olympics. And it's funny, the Olympics doesn't hold. You would think it wouldn't hold that much, but yeah, people watch it like that, man. And especially actually the night that Black Lightning was on, that was the night that actually Shaun White was doing snowboarding. So yeah, you don't want to really risk having something big happen on Olympics and there's a big chunk of the audience is actually watching it. And then on top of that, cable too. So I think that they just, that's a precaution, man.
Yeah. And also it looks like Jennifer about ready to sit there and start some fights again too, so there's that.
Yeah, start some fights, because it's like, check.
I got powers now. Time to fucking
because
throw some hands.
The only thing I am kind of worried is when he finds out that his daughters have powers too, and how their mom will take it. That's the only because the only reason why I'm worried about that.
Lena's gonna be overprotective. I already know that shit.
Yeah, that's my problem. See, I'm all for, like, because you have to do that in a story like this, where you have to go through somebody saying no, and you have to have this whole secrecy thing, and no, you can't do it. Sometimes I understand that, but probably is because I'm so sick of that cliche and anime, comic books, and whatever. I just like, look, I know 4 episodes from now you're going to be totally fine with it. So why do I have to go through this? You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. But yeah, eventually we're going to have to hit that part.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely going to do that and stuff. Like I said, I know a lot of people felt this episode was a weak episode. I'm like, well, even for a weak episode, it was still entertaining and stuff. So that's
still happened. Stuff happens, and this is one of those series where it's not a Netflix show where it's like, but you only have a limited time. No, they got time. They have time to really roll out a story here. So give them a minute. Give it a break.
Yeah, I mean, 5 episodes in, it's not bad so far, because at this point, I'm curious to see how Jefferson powers evolve and stuff all the way up through the seasons and stuff. Because I mean, I'm seeing his suit evolve over time and stuff, so I'm guessing they are going to probably evolve the suit by the time it gets to the end of the season and stuff. So
I think people, and then when you said this is a weak episode, I think people, because we were just talking about this in a way, people want to have, want to rate everything and all the rest of that mess. I think everybody wants this to be like top rated or blah 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 blah. Like it has to be this, it has to be that. Everybody, like, I really hate how how people do that, man. Like, you expect everything to be perfect, man. There has to be perfection to everything. Like the thing the little fights I get into right now is about Dragon Ball Super, and people are telling me fundamental things that they messed up on. I was like, have you not watched Dragon Ball? What did you think was going to happen, man? Yeah. And I can see that even with not even the CW shows, but more so like any show that goes through this crap. I remember somebody said it was 2 week. It was 2 episodes where it was mainly plot going down to Game of Thrones, and nobody got killed, and people were like, "Oh, this thing is boring. It was such a bad episode." I remember, actually, I take it better. I do you one better. I remember when Sopranos was on, and nobody got killed in like 4 or 5 episodes, and my dad was pissed off. Like, this shit is boring.
Because there's that expectation of just like, man, where's the death? Yeah. This is bullshit.
It's not even where's the death. It's that's a good way of saying it. It's where's the death at? What's going on? Why y'all boring me? Why aren't you giving me what I like? Like, you know what I mean? Like so everybody expects there to be.
It's like when people saw some of the Lord of the Rings movies, and there was like, well, Two Towers had too much action. I expected more walking, and I'm like, I mean.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry,
I guess. I mean, no.
I expected more walking.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. It's like, cause I remember some people felt like Two Towers wasn't like the book and stuff. I'm like, what? Them walking more than actual fighting? I mean, come on. Like, what do you want?
It's weird, man. People have, like I said, people have this expectation of everything being top rated and all that. Even the group we're in, man, we got to hear it. Even when it comes to regular superhero movies, or not even so much superhero movies, when it comes to even television shows and like how does this rank and all the rest of that. We're so quick to rank. We're so quick to have this stamp of approval that is the best, that we don't take the time to look at the plot and see the plot develop. Because oddly enough, the first season of Flash that we have. Everybody has said just straight up and down is amazing. There have been a couple of episodes in the first episode of first season of Flash where it was like it was slow. Yeah. It was slow moving. Believe it or not, Flash slow, but yeah, it was slow moving. You know what I mean? Yeah. So people have this thing where they don't want to see plot develop, where it's like, oh, happen now. Dude, you and I, we cover wrestling, and we go to this same thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, they just put this tag team together, and then I got the championship yet. It's boring. Dude, let a month or two go by. That's how people are, man.
Yeah, so, but anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in on this episode 5. We're on break, so if this is like your first episode, which would be weird if this is your first episode of these recaps.
Odd.
Yeah, very odd, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, it gives you time for this week break to actually catch up and listen in and chime in on your thoughts and stuff. And yeah, so that's it for this recap. So we will catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.